Hello YouTube, it's BedLife, and welcome to BedLife for June 24th, 2019. It is a Monday for June 24th. Sorry about that. It is a Monday, not a Wednesday, no matter what Thomas Potts tries to tell you. Speaking of the devil, Thomas Potts is first in the chat. Welcome, Thomas. Hector is number 2. Welcome, Hector. Mystique LeBeau is number 3. Welcome, Mystique. Josh Street is number 4. And Captain Cat is number 5. Welcome, everyone. Let me bring up my comments on my tablet here off to the side. Zethon is messaging me that his home internet is out, and this has been a day plagued with internet issues. He thinks this is it. He thinks this is the end time. We were only half joking about that earlier today. I woke up a little later than usual, and I couldn't get to half of the websites. At 7:30, I noticed that there was a bulletin from Amazon Web Services. They were having major issues. I saw reports of Google having major issues. Parts of YouTube were down. I was the first and second commenter on a What We Left Behind Deep Space Nine documentary video that got uploaded today. They were talking about it being released in the UK, which it is, June 26th. I've talked about it. But in the span of 15 minutes between the two comments, nobody commented on the video, and that account has thousands and thousands of followers. So I was like, man, this really is a problem. YouTube was having problems. Discord went down completely around 8 a.m. Eastern. Alexa was dead. Are you alive? Yeah, she's alive. She's okay now. She was dead. She was dead till like 11 a.m. at least this morning. My thermostat, which is Wi-Fi controlled, it was dead. I couldn't change the temperature in the house. I had to use the backup, aka Mamo Pray 5. Instead of saying Alexa, set house to 72 degrees.
The AC is set to 72.
I had to say, Mamo Pray, please set the house to 72 degrees. Now, it worked, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Anyway, YouTube was out. I was having all these problems. Websites down across the board. Zethon, my friend, I don't want to go into details, but he works somewhat in the computer security industry, and he wasn't even returning my message for quite a long time, which was really freaking me out. I thought something big was going on. Now his home internet is out, and he is saying it's time to load up the guns. Yeah, well, let me let him know that I'm live. Although he can't watch with his home internet. I guess he could watch on his phone. Yeah, it was a bad day for internet. I'll be honest. I thought it was Iran. They threatened this. They threatened exactly this. And 2 days later, half the internet's out this morning. I think a Monday morning cyber attack. Yeah, I figured a Monday morning cyber attack would be exactly what they would do, and we had issues. Now, of course, nobody is saying what it was. Zethon is saying, rub it in that I have internet. Yeah, but thankfully, it seemed by midday we had cleared up, and all was good. I even called Sister O'Prey to warn her about internet issues, and her friend who works at Google was having her own internet problems this morning, so it was across the board. Thomas Potts is saying it's Thursday now. Not Ryan Johnson says hello in Qapla. Hello in Qapla, not Ryan Johnson. Thomas Potts wants me to use the jetpack. Yes, Thomas, I have a clip from yesterday's Space Engineer stream, all queued up to go. The best clip. Because I know some of you might not have seen it. It was a Sunday. Most of you saw it, but some of you might not have. It's all queued up to go. Thomas Potts with $1.99 super chat. I'll visit you in jail. What? And Zethon's here. Oh, Zethon, you made it. Your internet's working. Your phone internet. Welcome, Zethon. Thomas wants me to use the jetpack, even though it took me forever to run in Space Engineers, and then it took like 5 seconds to get there with the jetpack. I should have listened. But in my defense, I've never even heard of Thomas Potts playing Space Engineers, so what would he know? Josh Street says it's a Friday. It's not Friday, you people. Rambling Canuck is here. Hi, Bird. Hello, Rambling Canuck. And those guys, listen seriously. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, in general, Rambling Canuck does a morning live stream. It is fun. I'm there. Anti-Trekker comes sometimes. Thomas is there. Other people are there. We're hanging out. Anti-Trekker usually does evenings. I do like mid-afternoon. And Rambling Canuck is doing mornings. Definitely get on board Rambling Canuck. Subscribe, hit that bell if you want to be there for the morning streams. They're fun. He goes through articles. He talks about stuff. It's just another continuation in this whole nerdism of ours that we've got going on. Definitely check out Rambling Canuck's morning streams. Anytime I can be there, I'm there. Sometimes I'm just listening. I can't type, but most of the time I can type. Captain Cat says it's the second Tuesday of next week. Penny Simmons is here. Hello, Bird. Hello, Penny. Welcome. Thomas Potts says it was premeditated murder of an NYPD has the evidence. It might have been premeditated. Thomas says if I had troubles with Discord this morning, the Kurdistani cyber attack was successful. It was either Iran or Kurdistan. They both end in an. Is Kurdistan just a front for Iran? Is Anti-Tracker really the Ayatollah? These questions and more will be answered on the next Kuroga News Network exclusive. Captain Katz's bird is trying to destroy Anti-Tracker by destroying the internet. No, I love the internet. Thomas, does anyone hear a whistling? Uh-oh. Do you guys hear a whistling? Josh reads his breaking news. The leader of Kuroga shot his hunting partner, Anti-Tracker. Luckily, Anti-Tracker survived the hunting trip. Captain Cat says hello to Penny Simons. Love? Captain Cat is smiling at Josh Street. John Araki is in the house. Qapla, John Araki. Captain Cat says John is late. It's okay. Better late than never. Actor says today is the day of St. John Baptist, and here should be at least a John. Thank you. Thank you, Hector. We do have a John in the room. Tiki of Doom. Qapla, Tiki. Mr. Miles is here. I can't stay on my way out, but I wanted to stop in and say hello. Hello, Mr. Miles. Thank you for dropping in. Zethon is claiming first. Captain Cat says, hey to Mr. Miles. Life with Matthew. It says afternoon, BedlLife. Again, I shout out a lot of channels. Life with Matthew, another especially great channel where I look forward to the content. I look forward to a lot of content, but Life with Matthew, he's a very new channel, but damn, he's bringing out good content. Everyone he seems to hit out of the park. I got one video to watch and left to watch on his, that I'm behind, but if his past 2 or 3 videos were any indication, I'm sure it's great. So just definitely check out Life with Matthew. Thomas Potts and his generous $9.99 super chat about visiting and me in jail. Actor says the best part was Joe grinding his package. And Zethon's on his phone. It's okay, Zethon. I think you'll be okay. Thomas says, I don't play Space Engineers. I just remember Wesley saying it's faster. I knew it was faster, but I didn't realize it was like 5 orders of magnitude faster. Not Ryan Johnson says, Ramblings live streams are fun. Absolutely. Thomas says, you again banned. You're again banned, Ryan Johnson. Mamo Pray said, hi all, and hit the like button. Thank you, Mamo Pray, for reminding me. Also, remember to switch on over to live chat instead of top chat. And also, Mamo Pray, there was something you were going to remind me?
Oh, Camille's nieces. Bijou and that.
Yes. Let me take it. Let me take the time. Camille was here just a little bit before I went on. For a second time, Camille brought her nieces over. They hung out outside while Camille was helping with me. But at the end, they came in. They saw Sassy. They looked around the house and whatever. And they said hello. Now, the first time they were here, I did not mention them when I went on YouTube. And that was my bad. I assumed that, they probably didn't want to be mentioned on an old man's YouTube channel. But they are children. And they were a little insulted. So, Mamo Pray.
Oh.
Bijou. I gotta be hard with the pronunciation. Bijou and Madison were visiting in from the south. South, yeah. One of the Carolinas. Bijou and Madison were here. Thank you so much, Bijou and Madison, for coming and playing, looking at Sassy. I know Sassy didn't come up to you. Thank you for not running away from her. Sassy was really excited to see you guys, and you guys are always welcome back. Bijou and Madison, I apologize for not bringing you up last time. But yes, you exist. You were here. I saw you. And enjoy the rest of your time in New York. And of course, Camille. Everybody loves Camille. Everybody says hello to Camille. Camille, we love you too. Let's see. John Araki is saying hashtag free redneck. Zethon says, yay, cable TV is back. Well, now he doesn't need this. Hopefully internet is close behind. Thomas Potts says, what's with the title? What is the title? The shot heard around the world, around the galaxy. Yeah, I've got it queued up. Captain Cat says, John Araki, do you miss redneck? Tiki of Doom says, I'm working on my aquariums and listening. Blub blub. Bear, nerd fun. Hail, bear. Bear, space, bear. Okay, I can dig it. Bear. Live with Matthew says, thanks. No, that one is low in quality, just to be fair. Well, we'll be the judge of that. John Araki says, Captain Cat, who's redneck? Zethon is saying, yay, internet's back. Very cool, Zethon. So I guess you can put your defensive weapons away. Rambling Canuck says, thank you, Bird, for all the kind words. You are welcome, sir. Actor says, going to work. See you later in the stream. Take care, Hector. Bear says, smash that like button. Yes, smash it. Lick it, kick it. Punch it. Whatever you got to do. But don't punch it, just click on it. That would be best. I don't think punching actually helps. West Carolina, East Carolina. Yes, Thomas, they are from northwestern Carolina. That's pretty sure it's where it's from. Middle Carolina. That's possible. Possible. Not Ryan Johnson says, always that guy, Thomas Potts, trying to ban me. Bear says, Nerd Fun, hail. Lowell. Zethan says, I'm an old school Joe fan. Now that he's famous, it's just not the same. It is true. It's true. Zethan knew me before my raving YouTube success, coming in at almost 1,400 subscribers. Zethan was there from way before day one. In fact, when I knew Zethan, he was the YouTube star, and I was the lowly person off on the side, going to his videos and calling into his show, and you know, I was his fan, and now he's on the other side of the camera. Not Ryan Johnson says, I'm switching my phone to listen on my way home. Okay, very cool, Not Ryan Johnson. Zizan says, I never put my defensive weapons away. Hashtag always be prepared. And that is a great segue into the shot heard around the world, the galaxy. The shot heard around the galaxy. And for those of you who perhaps were not there on yesterday, I bring you to the Space Engineer stream at the 2-hour, 12-minute, and 50-second mark. And I'm just going to let it play. It speaks for itself. Are you near my base or no?
It spawned me near on Cinnabon's base.
Anti-Tracker is trying to dig under my base. He's going to make my pod fall. I see what he's doing. Stop. No, I don't want to respawn. No. No, Anti-Tracker. I'm sorry. I got to tell him to stop. He's way too close. No, god damn it! I gotta get the gun. I have no other choice. He's not leaving me with any choice, Wesley. Where are you, you son of a bitch?
I asked him multiple times to stop and he didn't, so.
He's dead. Really? Is that all it takes? One shot to kill somebody? Ah, shit.
Where's Cinnabon?
Is there some way to revive him? Like in Call of Duty?
Okay, now Anti-Trigger spawned at Cinnabon's base.
Oh, well, yeah, the body's gone. But just so we're clear, I mean, you guys can see exactly what he was doing. Yeah, so that's how it happened. It is caught on video. Was it justified? Was it excessive force? Who's really to say? Who's really to say? I know I can't pass judgment. So you know what they say, don't throw rocks if you play Space Engineers. Captain Cat says hi to John Araki, or he's blowing John Araki a kiss. Oh boy. John Street says Bird tried to kill Anti-Tracker. Well, to be honest, I succeeded. Thomas Potts says murder. It's Thursday. Murder. I think Thomas may have made up his mind. Dongo's in the house. Dongo 2002 Gaming and Vlogs. Check out Dongo's channel. as well. He's got gaming content and other content. Yes, check him out. And Dongo says hi to Thomas. Trey says hi to Dongo. And Dongo says he's back. Welcome, Dongo. Cinnabon Bunny is here. Welcome, Cinnabon. Cinnabon was busy making a base in Space Engineers. A very beautiful base from what I've heard. I have no idea what it looks like. Haven't been to it yet. I was barely eking out a tiny little base with a little basic assembler and a refinery when Anti-Trekker, angry over the unfortunate accidental killing of him, came over and savagely destroyed my power generation capabilities, setting me back hours of work, a ton taken away. But I did shoot him. I didn't intend. I admit to shooting him. It was intentional. But I did not intend to kill him. Okay, what game is one shot, one kill? Okay, I mean, that unless you do a headshot in Call of Duty with like a really good gun, that never happens. I thought it would take like 5 shots to knock him out, especially since people have a health meter. And your health meter is probably at around 100. You can survive a fall from like 50 feet and barely get injured. Yet 1 bullet or 2 bullets and you're dead. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I didn't intend to kill him. But you live and you learn. Dongo says Roland was in my stream last night. Very cool, Dongo. And very cool, Roland. Thomas Bot says Anti-Trekker was making a swimming pool for you and you killed him. Well, you can't make a swimming pool around the landing pod. That would be no good. Okay. And understand, I thought he was trying to purposely ruin my landing pod, which would have effectively killed me. Actually, would have forced me to kill myself, which is even more awful. But it feels like really it reminds us of the TOS episode Arena, right? It reminds us of Arena, where Anti-Trekker would have been the Gorn, or maybe I would have been the Gorn, and Kirk would have been Anti-Trekker. No. Where I would have been Kirk, and Anti-Trekker was the Gorn, and because Kirk shot the Gorn, so I shot Anti-Trekker, and then only later did I have a change of heart. Did I think maybe he was really trying to be helpful or have a legitimate claim to this space. Maybe he's not an evil monster, and I opened my heart, and well, I guess that's where the similarities end. I guess that's where the similarities end, because there were no space aliens that then, granted me 3 wishes or anything. But very similar to the TOS episode Arena. Nevertheless. Mystique LeBeau is lolling. Captain Cat is smiling. Dongo saying, hey, Cinnabon, is it Cinnabon? Cinnabon Bunny is smiling. Captain Cat says, I have watched this scene about 20 times. It never gets old. Josh, I should cut it and make it a best of Bird of Prey. Josh Reed says the bird started to teabag Anti-Trekker. Well, I was going over to see if I could revive him, which is a thing in, modern video games. But when I couldn't revive him, I figured, well, as long as he was dead, I was going to use him for target practice. But then the body just disappeared. Thomas Potts says, then he jumped on his body. John DeMarco's in the house. 2 Johns now. Hello all. Welcome, John. to Marco. Dongo is going live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Very cool, Dongo. Everybody be on the lookout for Dongo at 8 Eastern. Bear, Nerd Fun says, so funny. Thank you, Bear. Thomas Potts says, I was going to say that, Josh. Captain Cat says, yeah, heard Bird trying to justify murder. Oh, I have no problem justifying murder. Dongo says, hey, Bird, Dongo's in the house, I see a Dongo. Very cool. Anti-Tracker says, by Graffert's hammer, I shall be avenged. Hello, Anti-Tracker. We were just talking about you. Thomas says hello to Anti-Tracker. Anti-Tracker says hey. Dongo says, Anti-Tracker, I'm getting more views. Thank you for your help. Very cool. Anti-Tracker says NP, which means no problem. I know. Somebody had to tell me once. Thomas Potts says, that's all the evidence the NYPD needs. The NYPD can't prosecute. They have no jurisdiction on whatever planet we were on. Dongo says, see, we have some new people here. Yes, it's pretty cool. Captain Cat says, Anti-Tracker, did you see the comments on the live stream last night? And I am assuming he did. And John Araki with a $2 super chat. Now that Anti-Tracker is here. Just to piss off Anti-Tracker. A $2 super chat from John Araki. Thank you so much, John Araki. Thank you. Cinnamon Bunny says, a landing pod moat. A landing pod moat. Well, that might not have been too bad, but I need a place to stand to access the different ports of the landing pod. Speaking of space engineers, Anti-Tracker, you're here. Cinnabon, you're here. I was going to bring this up to Wesley Crusher. I'm thinking, now I guess we have to build this like either between our two bases or figure out what we're doing. But somewhere on the map, I want to build and I'll build it, I don't care, or we could all build it, enclosed or pit, some type of arena for us to fight in, to shoot at each other, like a paintball arena or something. But of course, we'll be using the guns in the game. And now, obviously, we will know to put our important stuff in our base. But this way, me and Anti-Tracker or somebody else can challenge us. And we go to this arena on the planet in Space Engineers. And 2 enter, but only 1 leaves. And I think that would be really cool. Right? I think you guys would love to see like me, Anti-Tracker, or Anti-Tracker and Wesley, or me and Anti-Tracker versus Wesley and Cinnabon Bunny, go in and try to shoot it out and see who lives and who dies. I'm all for it. I think it'd be great. I'd love to help build it. Let me know what you guys think. Joseph Patrick with a €2 super chat. Thank you so much, Joseph. Says, let's continue with the insult to the injury. Also injuring Anti-Tracker by adding to the Bird of Prey super chat total. Thank you, Joseph. Captain Cat says, Rambling Canuck invented a song for you, Anti-Tracker. Thomas says, Kirk didn't go for a kill shot. Well, Kirk shot. He didn't know he wasn't going to kill him. Kirk didn't know he wasn't going to kill him. Anti-Tracker says, Captain Cat, I have not gone back to look. Anti-Tracker says, sounds scary. Thomas Potts says, what? There were aliens that granted 3 wishes. Well, I don't remember the... They asked Kirk what he wanted to do with the Gorn, and Kirk said, let them be. And the aliens said that they probably would not have been as merciful to Kirk. Thomas says, what were you watching? Josh Street says, just like Kirk, Bird is going to die on a bridge. So that's why Karoga doesn't have any roads with bridges. That actually makes some sense. And Dongo says, Bird, you're going to be there tonight. You never in chat. I know. 8 o'clock. I will try to be there. We started this a little early today, about 6 p.m. Eastern. I have something I need to do, which is actually, okay, maybe I can push it to 6:30 because we're only 45 minutes away. So I will see, Dongo. I will try. I can't promise. Anti-Trigger says Thomas. Anti-Trigger says Graffat's hammer. Anti-Trigger says I have no problem justifying murder. And I'll be honest, I don't. Okay? I mean, I don't want to get political. But, yeah. Yosef's, that was Thomas. That was John Araki's super chat. Thank you, John. Anti-Tracker says, damn it. Epic Beard says, hey nerds, then Bird, the anti-tracker killer. Thank you, Epic Beard. Dongo's laughing. John Araki says, Bird is the anti-slayer. Bear, Nerd Fun says, ha ha ha. I am lol rolling with laughter. And Yosef then continued insult to injury. Again, thank you, Yosef. Anti-Tracker hates us all. Captain Cat says, bye-bye, Anti-Tracker. Drove my Jeep to the levee, but the levee was dry. And then them good old boys were singing, we're drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that Anti died. Captain Cat says, that'll be the day Anti-Tracker died. By Rambling Canuck. Anti-Tracker says, Bird of Prey, so we already have that ready to go. There's a big ice lake that we have set up to be our battleground. Very cool. We'll let that be our last battleground. Cinnabunny says, okay. Dongo says, Bird should do a talk show with Anti-Tracker. Maybe one day. Anti-Tracker, not happy with that. Josh Street says, Anti-Tracker, hope you learn not to go hunting with Bird, since he likes to shoot his hunting partner. Life with Matthew says, Kirk shot first. Exactly. Kirk shot first. Cinnabon says, by the way, Bird, I figured out how you can make your own faction in the game. Leave the faction, then it will let you make a new one. I could have sworn I tried, but I will try again, Cinnabunny. Thank you. Cinnabon, not Cinnabunny. John Araki says, that Captain Cat, careful, you don't want to end up like Redneck. Poor Redneck. Captain Cat says, John Araki can end up like him. I'm sexy. Uh-oh. Anti-Tracker says, Cinnabon, now just to be clear, you are still loyal to Turtistan, right? Now you see, Anti-Tracker's entire plan revolves around having people better than him at the game on his side. Dongo says, Anti-Tracker is a grumpy old man. That's true. Mystique LeBeau says, spoken like a true Klingon. Thank you. I'm not sure what I said, but thank you. Thomas says, Anti-Tracker, I sent you something to look at on Discord. It's not an article for review, just want you to see it. Rambling is lolling. DJ Odyssey's in the house. Unsubbing, doing a stream while stuck on the air. Never mind, we'll watch this later, lol. Welcome, DJ. Sorry, yes, I know you are doing your radio show today. Could not be helped. But people should definitely go check out DJ Odyssey's channel as well. He does streams, he does videos, good stuff. Check out DJ Odyssey. Thomas Spot says, I stand with Anti-Tracker, down with Karoga. The Epic Beard says, maybe Bird shot Anti-Tracker because of a certain super chat that magically came back and should have been banned from existence. I'll be honest, that had nothing to do with it. We could say it later in the fact, but it really wouldn't have made a difference. Thomas says, you shot an unarmed man in the back. Well, Thomas, you know what I'm going to say to that. It is the safest time. Cinnabon Bunny says, of course. John DeMarco says, it is the safest way, isn't it? Exactly. Dongo says, anti-tracker, you hear that your medicine is ready. John Araki says, Bird, love the Discord changes. Oh, yes. You guys, I have been upgrading my Discord the last couple of days. I really learned how to do some fancy Discord stuff. I've got my YouTube videos automatically posting to it. And I also automatically post to my Twitter account and my Facebook account, my BedlLife Facebook account, Facebook page. And I added a bunch of new channels. I added TV shows. I've added another channel dedicated just for server messages and other good things. So definitely come check out my Discord channel. Hang around if you want. I know I'm most active on Anti-Tracker's channel as well. I'm not saying leave Anti-Tracker's channel by any means, but my channel has a little less moderation. So if you're into that, you can come out, get your, anger out on my channel, and then go back to Anti-Tracker's channel, where there are definitely more people, but slightly more rules. So you only have one rule, two rules: common sense, and don't post not work safe material unless it's in a not work safe forum. That's it. And you can get to my Discord server by going to BedlLife5.com, which has links to everything BedlLife 5. You can find the Discord server. You can find Subscribestar, which has exclusive content with more coming for Subscribestar subscribers. And all those other good things. It's all at BedlLife5.com. I'm not going to rant on about it. But yes, the Discord changes. Thank you, John Araki, for mentioning it. Dongo's still laughing. New Year's Eve, Bird. We'll see you later. Oh, NYE, Bird. See you later, but everyone hit that like button, fellow nerds. Thank you, Dongo. Yes. Anti-Trigger says, Cinnabon Bunny Thomas, good to see loyalty. You see that you're bedridden traitor. You see that you're bedridden traitor. You see what loyalty looks like. Oh, man. Anti-Tractor hashtag Bird has no honor. Oh man, Anti-Tractor, you're hitting hard. You are hitting hard. Captain Cat says Thomas doesn't play space. Lol. I gotta take my pill. We're going to audio. Actually, you know what? I think you guys, what can I put on? Where is it? There we go. Well, we'll put this. I'll be back in a minute. It's not a Joloja, it's just a pill. 31 to section 31. Hello, I'm back. Good times, simpler times, good times. Yeah, hashtag Berg has no honor. That hurts, anti-tracker. That hurts. DJ says, okay, hit the like. I'll check this out later. And remember, go to Bird's Discord and put Discovery pics in his Star Trek part. Bird loves them. No, that is also a rule. Rule 3. No Star Trek Discovery pics in the Star Trek channel. Captain Cat says, yes, post STD pics in Bird's Discord. John Araki says, Bird's Discord is way better than Foley's Antis. Oh, man. I'm sorry, I wouldn't have read that if I had read that to the end. John Araki says, long live Kuroga. Captain Cat says, in the Star Trek All channel. Thomas says, Captain Cat, how did you find me on Twitter? Wow. Bear, Nerd Fun says, I always behave. Thank you, Bear. Dongo says, DJ has air sickness. Oh, air, because he's on the air. I get it. Captain Cat says, Thomas, your Discord handle. And now Thomas knows. Captain Cat says, yes, it was the same name. Anti-Trigger says, got a cough out of Ham. Got a cough out of Ham? Anti-Trigger, a Klingon who shoots an unarmed man. DJ says, do you have 2 arms? Very, very true. Thomas Bot says, so you're taking a pill, but still won't talk. Yeah, no, I realized that was a dumb thing. Mystique LeBeau says, not an honorable Klingon. What do you mean, not an honorable Klingon? Of course I'm an honorable Klingon. I had the right of vengeance. DJ says, left and right, lol. John Araki says, love this clip. Josh Reed says, Anti-Tracker Bird is a TOS Klingon, so he wouldn't have any honor. Vile Mike is in the house. Howdy, folks. Howdy, Vile. Dongo is ha, anti-look. Captain Cat is smiling. Anti-Trigger says, you 2-bit traitorous Klingon. If I ever see you, I will run you down. Yes, call mom, right, yeah, you're trying to get me. Not again. Excuse me. John Araki says, sup, I'm cool, sup. Vile Mike, Captain Cat is laughing. Thomas is shooting a man in the back. Sounds very Cardassian. I might have a little Cardassian in me. Dongo says, Thomas sick. And Vile Mike says, John, not much, just taking a break from work. Very cool. And what did Dongo say? Dongo says, Lowbird, where's that map? That is a map from the game City Skylines. I play City Skylines like every other day. In fact, that was the map, the Nerd City map. That was what Anti-Tracker Island looked like before any homes or any buildings went down. That was the native map that Anti-Tracker when he first made it. Epic Beard is lolling. Epic Beard says, so you want STD Photoshop Bird memes? No. Yeah. Yosef says, I see on my mobile only 12 likes. I'm seeing 27 people. Wow, 27 people in the chat. Very cool. Welcome, everybody. Schroenmore, I just arrived. I see Bird is doing some yard work. Greetings, Bird of Prey 5 and fellow nerds. Greetings, Schroenmore. Greetings to Mama Prey 5. She's outside, Schroenmore, but I will let her know. Vile Mike says, hey. Schroenmore says, greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. Sassy, the original beagle. The original streaming beagle. I had this terrible dream. I told it to Mama Pray. She was very floored by it, but I had this dream Sassy drowned. It was terrible. I woke up feeling horrible because we were in somewhere in the southwest. I think it was around Sedona, and there were red rocks, and another dog had fallen into this pool, this natural pool inside rocks and like red cliffs, maybe 5 feet down. And Sassy jumped in, and I had the leash. She was on the leash, so I was down at the edge holding the leash so she couldn't go too far under. But Sassy was trying to rescue this other dog, and so she had to go under the water to get the dog. So I let her go under for just a second, and then she stopped. She just like a half a second underwater, and then all of a sudden she stopped fighting. And I'm like, what? No, that can't be. And I pulled her up, and I was like, no, I was screaming like, no, come back. And I was like pushing on her belly. I was like trying to do dog resuscitation. I did not do mouth to mouth, but I was trying to do what I could. And then like she started coughing. I was like, oh my God, she's okay. And then no, she just, I felt so bad. I drowned Sassy. I didn't drown her purposely, but I let her drown. It was a horrible, horrible dream. I very rarely have dreams that sad, and I think clearly it was guilt over killing Anti-Tracker. Also, my friend had sent me a video on Facebook of a bunch of dogs in pools and jumping into streams and whatnot, so between the guilt of killing Anti-Tracker in Space Engineers and after watching that funny video right before I went to sleep, I got a dream that Sassy drowned. Very, very sad. Captain Cat is really laughing. Thomas says, call Mom. No, I'm not going to have her call Mom. Excuse me. Oh, coughing. Sci-Fi Guy is here. Qapla bird. Qapla Sci-Fi Guy. How are you, Mama Pray and Sassy? Well, aside from the bad dream, we're doing pretty decently. Sharon Moore says, Vile Mike, hey there. Captain Cat says, no. You figured out what it meant, yes. Take care, Dongo. And he says, bye to the nerd family. Bear says, smash that like button and then fondle it. Thomas Potts says, Captain Cat, it was a great moment when Anti-Tracker got Bird to say, yes, call Mom, like that Bird yelled, son of a bitch. Yes, I did that time. The time he did it, I did. Sharon Moore says, hello to you, Mama Pray. And, of course, to Sassy. She says hello. Surf Trektronics says, Bird gun safety class enrolled, muzzle awareness, safety on, empty chamber. I meant to shoot, okay? It wasn't an accidental shooting. Dongo saying hi to Surfer. Hey, Surfer. John Araki says, Anti-Tracker, how's that back? Yes, that's a good question. I'm assuming since he hasn't had any surgery or medical procedures yet, it's probably not great. Epic Beard says, Bird is kissing dogs. It's not what I said. Sharon Moore says, Anti-Tracker, when Bird of Prey shot you in the back, did help with the pain. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to help his back pain. Thomas Potts says, Captain Cat, he got better. He doesn't really say it anymore. Yeah, me. I got better, not Anti-Tracker. Vile Mike says, my favorite supervillain is... No. Wesley says, at Bird of Prey, hi man, how's it going? It's going good, Wesley. I played the clip from Space Engineers of the justified murder attempt, actual murder I might have done yesterday on Space Engineers, or a little bit earlier. Yeah, I enjoyed that game a lot yesterday. I would have been better if I didn't. And Anti-Tracker rubs in the fact that he can walk by saying, I have to run. Take care, Anti-Tracker. What a jerk. No, kidding. I'm kidding. Take care, Anti-Trekker. It's Monday, so we should see you later tonight. I will try to get to Dongo's stream for a bit, then yours, if you're going on tonight. Thomas says, Anti-Trekker, see you at 9 p.m. Eastern. Captain Cat says, Anti-Trekker, hey. Captain Cat says, later, mate. And Wesley says, hey to Captain Cat. Very cool, very cool. Well, I wanted to bring up, as we get towards 5:30, I wanted to bring up a few articles and some things that were either brought to my attention or otherwise found by me. So let's bring those up. I really should figure I should make a scene where I can show up. You know what? Why don't we do that right this second? I say should make a scene. Well, you can just do it, right? I mean, I can do anything I want. It's my show. Ad source. Devices. Video capture. C922 ProStream webcam. Well, there it is. Okay. Layout. We're going to cut off. We're going to cut off the right there. No, that's too much. A little less. A little less. Actually, that's plenty. That's enough. That's enough cut off. Now we're going to put on the chroma key. And now we're going to adjust the chroma key. And now we're going to shrink this down. And what side do I want to be on? I'll be on this corner. There we go. There. That works. That works. So now you can see me. So it's not like I have a lot of privacy when we're on the what am I doing? Yes. What about the web browser? Okay, yeah, this was it. This was the shot heard. But for those people who wanted to look it up, it was at 2:12:50, 2 hours, 12 minutes, 50 seconds on the Space Engineer stream from yesterday. Oh, I should like it. There we go. Okay, so where are we going to start? Oh, this one. This is a few days old, but it was the first time I never knew that President Obama, his first new car ever, was a Jeep Grand Cherokee. A Jeep Grand Cherokee. It looks like a 1999 model. Mine was a 2002, a very, very similar model to his. The Bubble J, as Jeep enthusiasts called it. Perhaps the best model Jeep ever conceived. And his Jeep is on the auction block because the person who bought it after he traded it in realized they recognized the name Barack Hussein Obama, and they made a copy of the original title, and then they resold it to a dealer, and it was picked up by somebody who collected cars, and now they're selling it again. It's expected to fetch $50,000, though a Jeep of this time period not owned by Barack Hussein Obama would probably fetch $3,000 to $5,000 if it was in really good shape. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And in the glove compartment, they found a bunch of his business cards and his Kenyan birth certificate. No, I'm kidding. They found some handwritten notes. to him and from him. And yeah, this was the original title of the Jeep. So anyway, you know me. I love Jeeps. I love Jeep history. And yeah, President Obama just got raised like 20 points. 20 points in my thread. Obama liked Jeeps. I guess only liberals like Jeeps. I don't think that's how it works, File. But yeah, it was cool to see. Also, he's got some receipts. There are receipts in the glove compartment. This is like UHF when they open up. Whose glove compartment did they open up? Al Capone? Al Capone's glove compartments? Road maps! Yeah, that's... UHF is a great movie. Road maps. Yes, receipts. Various receipts. All types of stuff in the glove compartment. I'm going to tell you, I had my 1996 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I had that Jeep the longest out of all of my Jeeps. I got it in 98. It was a lease. I was still in the middle of college. It was because my first Jeep, it was a little custom engine work on it, not from me, from the previous owner. And a little zip tie broke, and it left the throttle open, so I could not. The Jeep was accelerating, even though my foot was off the gas. And I was going down a big main road, and I luckily thought enough to put the Jeep into neutral and brake it to get out. But the engine revved like crazy because it was really trying to go 30, 40 miles an hour, and you slip it into neutral at 30 miles an hour. That's a lot of power. And then, lines broke and steam started pouring out of shit. And Mom O'Prey at the time was like, you can't drive that death trap. And they were very nice parents, and they got me a Jeep, a 96 Jeep in 1998 as a lease because I was traveling pretty far to go to college every day. And I loved that Jeep, and I had it a long time. And then when I bought my new Jeep after I'd gotten my job and I was making the big bucks, I bought my new Jeep. And my old Jeep was still in pretty good shape. So it passed around the family. My sister had it. My dad had it. Then I gave it to my cousin, who was a younger kid. I guess he was like 18, 20. Younger guy at the time. And I think he just turned 18. I think it might have been his first car. And because in New York, you can't drive till you're 18. And the glove compartment didn't work. It was stuck closed. So I gave it to him. He didn't mind. There was no glove compartment. He was just happy to have a Jeep. And he put in work to it. He made it look all nice and whatnot. And I got it back from him after he got, he got a job and he wanted something a little nicer. Can you blame him? So he gave it back. Actually, I bought it back from him, which was fine because he put a lot of work into it. And we kept it for another like 6 or 8 years. Okay, it was long after I got sick that we finally had to get rid of it because it had literally rusted away. We drove that forever. I gave it to a friend for a month because he didn't have a car. I saw a lot, that Jeep. But we finally got the glove compartment open after my cousin had had it for like 2 years while he is underage, mind you. And I completely forgot that I had stocked the glove compartment with little bottles of Grey Goose vodka because I was working for Grey Goose. I was working for the liquor company. So I was like, I could put little sample bottles in my glove compartment and I can give them out to friends and family or wherever I go. It'd be cool. I always have a bottle. So I had put in a thing of Grey Goose bottles into the glove compartment. Thank God my cousin never got pulled over and searched. Had he been searched while he was underage with alcohol in the glove compartment, what would he even say? Officer, it's not mine? I mean, that's the oldest excuse. Nobody's going to believe that. Oh, my cousin gave me this Jeep. It's been locked in the glove compartment for 2 years. Thankfully, he didn't have to deal with that. That almost happened. Yeah, so moral of the story, if somebody gives you a car and you can't open the glove compartment, you open the glove compartment by any means necessary before accepting the car. Because you never know what could be inside of it. I didn't think for 1 minute that there was alcohol in that car when I gave it to him. I had just forgotten. It had been so long. So that was the Jeep. Now this one, a lot of talk about UFOs lately. Ooh, spooky UFOs. And apparently there was this big thing going on in Kansas City, but at least according to popular mechanics. Now I got to be honest. If those of you who watch, no, I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't widescreen that. Those of you who watch the History Channel, this looks like that Tic Tac. Okay, well, there's the plane is literally going by it. Okay, but there. This kind of looks like that Tic Tac UFO. That one even more especially. Looks like that Tic Tac UFO everyone is talking about from the History Channel. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh, wow. But it turns out, at least according to what we're told, that it was a DARPA program, a balloon that belonged to Alta. I don't know what ALTA is. To develop and demonstrate high-altitude, lighter-than-air vehicles capable of wind-borne navigation over extended ranges. So it basically was not a Tic Tac UFO. The Kansas City orbs are apparently our technology. Doesn't mean the other ones are as well, but yeah. So that one we've got to chalk up to one of ours. And the final and most painful of the articles came to me only this morning from Rambling Canucks morning live stream. StarTrek.com, an anti-track review got sent us. I do apologize. You will do it better if you choose to do it. But StarTrek.com, so you want to watch Star Trek Discovery. You want to start watching Discovery, but you never watch Star Trek. Well, yeah, I would guess that's probably most people who want to start watching it because they don't know what they're missing. And it says, here are the 20 essential episodes to get you started. I have a better idea. How about you don't watch Star Trek Discovery at all and watch all of the other episodes of all the other series, and only then, once you've gotten through them, if for some reason you still need more Star Trek, do you then go to Star Trek Discovery? Because that is really the only way you get the full picture, right, of where Star Trek Discovery actually fits in to the existing Star Trek universe. But let's see, what 20 episodes do they at Alexandria August at StarTrek.com believe are the most important? I'm not gonna read this stuff. I'm just gonna go. Oh, okay. So you should watch The Cage or The Menagerie Parts 1 and 2. Well, that's certainly good to watch. Look at that. I need to make more adjustments to the. There we go. Okay. That's certainly good if you're going to watch Star Trek Discovery Season 2, but I don't see why you would watch that before watching Season 1. It's only going to confuse you. Mud's Women and I Mud. Again, the character of Harry Mudd that is portrayed on Star Trek Discovery is in no way the same character of Harry Mudd that is on Star Trek, the original series. So again, if you watch either of these episodes, you are only going to be very confused when you see Harry Mudd on Star Trek Discovery. You're going to say, wait, this doesn't make any sense. Harry Mudd was just a con man, whereas Harry Mudd on Discovery is a diabolically evil genius, honestly. More than a con man, especially when you see that he's, escaped, and how Star Trek Discovery just release him into custody of his wife at one point, and then a few months later during the short track, we find out, he's wanted for all of the actions that the Discovery crew had him in custody. They had him in custody. He had committed these crimes. They had him in custody, and they let him go. And only after they let him go, apparently, did Starfleet decide to actually, hey, those were crimes. We probably should have charged him. Maybe we should have been pissed off that you guys let him go. But no. Don't watch The Mudd's Women, or I Mudd. That will only confuse you. Mirror, Mirror, and In a Mirror Darkly. 1 and 2, the original series in Enterprise. Mirror, Mirror, yeah, I would say you should probably watch these two. They will give you some idea of the Mirror universe. Although, if you watch Mirror, Mirror, you're going to wonder, how is it that Captain Kirk and the Enterprise crew had absolutely no idea that the Mirror universe existed when clearly Pike, Starfleet, and Spock himself knew the Mirror universe existed? Okay? So that might not make a hell of a lot of sense. But even with this Discovery's greatest advocates telling you what to watch before you watch Discovery, you can't help but see the tremendous incompatibilities in the timelines. Okay? The ridiculous retcons. And these are handpicked by somebody who loves Star Trek Discovery, and they still can't get around the fact that Star Trek Discovery just doesn't belong. It doesn't belong. It doesn't have a place in the Star Trek timeline. Let's keep going. Journey to Babel and Once Upon a Planet, the original series and the animated series. Journey to Babel is, I believe, the only animated series episode that was considered canon for a long time. No, I'm sorry. Journey to Babel is the original series episode. Wait, what? Never mind. Cut what I said. The idea of picking one episode or even 10 to give context to Spock and one of Star Trek's most influential characters is entirely self-defeating, but those two provide an excellent backstory for Spock's family as we see it represented on Discovery. Journey to Babel introduces Sarek, right, yes, Sarek and Amanda, when they happen to visit the Enterprise, and they never mention Michael. Or any of the events that occurred. Now, of course, it's been retconned because they promised they never would. Not even in private. Not even in private do they bring it up. They run into their estranged son. Why is he estranged? Why would he be estranged after the actions of what we saw on Discovery? If anything, they should be closer than ever. All three characters and the dysfunctional family dynamics featured in the episode come into play heavily during Discovery's first 2 seasons. First 2 seasons? Spock isn't in first season at all. Once Upon a Planet is a whimsical episode of the short-lived Star Trek animated series that features the crew visiting an amusement park planet whose controlling computer has gone bonkers in its quest to escape servitude. Instead of creating illusionary enjoyments for those who visit it, it starts creating dinosaurs, deadly animals, and characters from Alice in Wonderland bent on attacking the crew. But it also marks the first and only time Spock mentioned his mother reading Alice in Wonderland to him. So just because one throwaway line in this entire episode mentions Spock's mother reading Alice in Wonderland to him, that entire episode should be watched just so that we know that Alice in Wonderland was something. Hey, the Discovery writers did their homework. They know Spock's mother read Alice in Wonderland to him. Let's use that. Look how great we are. Yay! One throwaway line in one episode. Yeah, you do not need to watch that episode. It's not going to change anything. Oh, it's Sarek on The Next Generation. Well, so they want you to watch Sarek on The Next Generation. So once again, Sarek, who in this episode, his mind is failing. Okay? He is unable to process, to separate his emotions. He's having lots of issues. Captain Picard needs to mind meld with the guy to stabilize his mind. Captain Picard gets intimate knowledge of Sarek's life. He cannot keep secrets through this mind meld. But does Captain Picard ever find out that Spock has a sister? No, he doesn't. Okay, so we're supposed to believe that Sarek, who is, suffering from human form of Alzheimer's, basically is able to keep such mental discipline that he is able to keep from Picard the fact that Spock has a sister and that he raised Michael Burnham. And Michael Burnham, not only was she the greatest daughter ever, she was the bestest Starfleet captain or first officer ever, and she knew how to time travel and all this stuff and everything that happened to all of this was kept from Captain Picard. Captain Picard didn't know any of this when he later met Spock in the two episodes with the Romulan Unifications 1 and 2. Picard didn't know any of that. So again, they want us to watch an episode that only proves to us Discovery never existed. Sins of the Father, Reunion, Redemptions Part 1 and 2, all Next Generation episodes. Holy F. Why would you tell them to watch any of these? These are all Klingon episodes. Why would you watch Klingon episodes when you don't have Klingons? If you haven't watched Star Trek, then you haven't met Klingons. If you might have if you watch me. The first season of Discovery might feel somewhat inaccessible without any context for one of Trek's most heavily explored alien races. They admit it! The Klingons are the most heavily explored alien race. Why did they gut them? Why did they change them? Why? Why would they violate everything we know to be Klingon and present us with what are too oftenly referred to as Klingorks, which is still too nice of a name for the abominations that appear on screen claiming to be Klingon in Discovery? if you watch these episodes, you will only prove to yourself that they got Klingons more wrong than you could have ever thought possible. These 4 episodes take place over a 3rd and 4th season of TNG and follow Worf as his family has become embroiled in Klingon political power struggle. Yes, in a Klingon High Council, which is, incidentally, all men. Okay? All men. So I guess Klingons regressed, right? Because instead of, they had this, you will call me mother, right? You will call me mother. They never called her mother after that, mind you. It was Chancellor when she came back in season 2. You will call me mother. You know what the Klingons said? F that. All women are out of politics. We're just going to use guys now. Okay? The Duras sisters, they had no voice in the council until they found a bastard kid of their brother to come and speak for them. Okay? Quark's wife in DS9, she could not lead the house unless special discompensation was given because her husband died without an heir. Women have no place in Klingon society. They have place as warriors. They serve on ships. They can die with honor. They go to Stove Vakor if they are honorable Klingons. But Klingon government, pretty sexist, pretty, gender roles, different gender roles. So the fact that there were women in Star Trek Discovery leading the council makes no sense. Makes no sense. Unless the women from Star Trek Discovery screwed up so bad, every Klingon decided, you know what, it's best to not allow women into our politics. It's best for the Empire. And the women even agreed. They're like, yeah, we can't have that crazy person here anymore. Let's just say no more women in politics. I guess that's what they're telling us. I mean, it's like they're picking the worst episodes to you could see just how bad. Like if somebody told me to write an article and it's about the 20 videos, Star Trek episodes somebody would watch before watching Discovery, I would probably select these ones just so that they knew just how bad and how wrong Discovery got it. Inquisition, Inter Irma Emin Silent Leagues, Extreme Measures, Deep Space Nine, and Terra Prime Enterprise. Okay, so these are all Section 31 episodes from Deep Space Nine. And Terra Prime is the Section 31 episode from Enterprise. So once again, we see how Section 31 is supposed to be. So now you're going to learn how effed up Star Trek Discovery's implementation of Section 31 was. In Enterprise, 60 or 80 years before Discovery, Section 31 is a clandestine, not spoken about, the captain has no idea what the fuck it is, they've never heard of it, organization. In Deep Space Nine, they have no idea. Your rank and file Starfleet officers have never heard of Section 31. Nobody's ever written books about Section 31. It's not in any history book, okay? Nobody knows what Section 31 is in Deep Space Nine's time. So how can in Star Trek Discovery Section 31 be well known to everybody as basically the FBI or the CIA of Starfleet, okay? Even if they made it into a more clandestine organization later, What would they do with all the books, with the history books? Clearly, people would have written about it. People would have done videos about it. There would have been an oral tradition passed down, an oral history. I would be like, oh, yes, son, I remember when I was captain, we used to have to deal with Section 31. And I'm like, what's Section 31? Oh, they're that, the secret people of Starfleet. People would know what it was, okay? It would be like, even if the CIA tomorrow, if we were told the CIA disbanded, but they didn't really disband, they just became more secret, 100 years from now, people would still know what the CIA was. Because there would be books about it, there'd be movies about it, there'd be writing about it. In fact, if they were told they were disbanded, we'd probably know about it even more than we do today. So there is no way Section 31 could have gone from being a household name in Discovery time to not even being a blimp on the radar. Nobody knows what it is in DS9 time. So yeah, watch that, and again you can see just how effed up Discovery was. Another thing they got wrong. Prophecy, Voyager. This is the Klingon episode. This episode of Star Trek Voyager features Klingon cult. This is Klingons on a D7 or Continga that made it to the Delta Quadrant, and they were looking for a religious leader, which they then believed to be B'Elanna's baby. Okay? These, again, were real Klingons. We know what they look like. We know what they sounded like. We know what they believed. This episode of Star Trek Voyager features a Klingon religious cult that closely resembles the group of Klingons who kick off Discovery's first season. Closely resembles in what way? Physically? No. Do they sound alike? No. Do they think alike? No. Do they take the same ship? No. Is the ship even remotely similar to something we see in Season 1? No! They have zero resemblance. What resemblance? Okay, I resemble Sassy more than the Klingons from Prophecy resemble the Klingorks from Star Trek Discovery Season 1. And I know Sassy agrees with me. She's given me 5 paws up. Yes.
5 paws.
5 paws. Oh, five. I guess she's only got 4 paws. 5 nails. Yeah, 5 nails up. It's ridiculous. I mean, how do you even write that? How do you even write that? Religious pilgrims in search of the Qapla, a prophesied Klingon savior, taught to be a messiah. But really doesn't have anything to do with Discovery Season 1. Because they embarked on a search in the mid-23rd century, which is exactly when Discovery takes place. Huh. Well, they were on a D7 Continga something, a D7, and yet the D7 didn't come in until to Season 2, and then they were state-of-the-art warships. Who would let them take one out to the Delta Quadrant? And wouldn't those Klingons look like the Klingons from Discovery if there was some type of genetic thing or genetic mutation that changes them? Wouldn't they be looking like Discovery Klingons? The connection between the shows is not overt. Oh, it's not overt, huh? But you just said it resembled, and I can find no way it resembles. Voyager's Klingons could be related to the Tukuvama and his followers in the Discovery's pilot. They could be related to Mickey Mouse. But they're not. The Vulcan hello brings a ceremony led by a Messianic Klingon traditionalist who believed himself to be the second coming of Kahless. Of course he wasn't. Yeah, rambling. You got me. You got me, rambling. You got me with this one. Why? Why? Why do they do this to me? Why do they do this to me? Are you near my base or no?
It spawned me near on Cinnabon's base.
Anti-tracker is trying to dig under my base. He's gonna make my pod fall. I see what he's doing. Stop. No, I don't want to respawn. No. No, anti-tracker. I'm sorry. I gotta tell him to stop. He's way too close. No, god damn it. I gotta get the gun. I gotta get the gun. I have no other choice. He's not leaving me with any choice, Wesley. Where are you, you son of a bitch?
I asked him multiple times to stop and he didn't, so.
He's dead. Really? Is that all it takes? One shot to kill somebody? Ah, shit.
Where's Cinnabon?
Thank you so much, Joseph. Joseph with a €2 super chat. It's only me, or Joe does not like disco much. It's not only you. It's not only you. Yeah, I realize I'm way behind on the comments. Let's get to the comments, and we'll go from there. I should have looked at what time it was. Where are we? You forgot to remove the point. Where are we? I'm sorry, I'm still headed back. Okay, there we go. Wesley came in, said, how's it going? And Captain Cat says, yes, Thomas Potsy's getting better. Captain Cat says, hi to Wesley. Anti-Trigger has to run. Okay, I read that. Okay, I'm not going to read the hellos and the goodbyes. Life with Matthew says, between Rambling Canuck, you and Anti-Triggers, we have three streams in one day. It's a good day. It is a good day indeed. And Anti-Trigger says, sorry, Bird. What I meant to say was that I'm going to stand up and walk out the door and run an errand. Afterwards, I'll be back in the house, walk around the house a bit. Yeah, and probably you should throw in and get all kissy smoochy with your wife too. Why don't you throw that in? John Araki says Bird gave Anti a 60,000th trimester abortion. Oh. Shromore says Bird will pray 5 Anti-Trigger was trying to help you, but to be fair to you, it did look like he was digging under your dropship. Even if he wasn't, I did tell you to shoot. Well, he clearly was digging under the dropship. The only question is, was he doing it intentionally, and did he realize the consequences thereof? Maybe he was digging with no ill intent, which is possible. Captain Cat is lolling. John Araki is laughing. Life with Matthew is lolling. Thomas Potts says you forgot to remove the Pornhub tab. I did not. Okay, I know there was no Pornhub tab. Wesley Crusher says I should make Bird a flying bed on Space Engineers. John Araki says, are we going to get an AOC article today? No, not that I know of. Epic Beard says, I can do anything I want, a.k.a. shoot any innocent bystanders in the back. Wasn't innocent. Bear, Nerd Fun says, I have a chroma cam. I like it. Very cool. This is actually a green screen just with poor lighting. Thomas Bott says you should do this playing games. What? Oh, the small me in the corner? Yeah, but then I have to be dressed. And I have to be dressed and presentable, which I'm often not if I'm just playing a game. Thomas is liking his on the video SMH. Liking on his own video. It's fine. It's an acceptable practice. Life with Matthews is Bird of Prey. Do you do anything special for your green screens or just random choice on Amazon? Well, I tried several. I ended up with the one that pops out, expands itself because that seems to keep it flat. And what I don't have are lights that point at me, which is what I really need for this to look better and, get rid of this fluttering over here. I don't have any good lights pointed at me. Overhead lights, but they don't help with the green screen. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I swear, officers, I didn't dig that hole. Anti-Trekker was already dead when I got here. I gotcha. Vile Mike says, Obama liked Jeeps. Guess only liberals like Jeeps. Life with Matthews says, Lowell, be careful, Bird. Saying his middle name is likely to get you demonetized. And Life with Matthews says, road maps. Yes. Epic Beard says, Obama likes Jeeps unsubbed. John Araki says, Obama birth certificate joke demonetized. Captain Cat says, die, that anti-tracker guy. Trusted Bird in the game to let him dry. Us good old boys were watching in shock, saying this was the day that anti-tracker died. There's a lot of potential with that, Captain Cat. John DeMarco says, wouldn't most people clear out the glove box before trading it in? Yes, but I wasn't trading it in. I was just giving it to a family member. Live with Matthew says, Obama likes Jeeps, demonetized. Stromore says, Wesley Crusher, I think you're saying Bird of Prey and Anti-Tracker was not shot in the back. It was actually a shaving accident, a suicide like Hillary Clinton aide. Just ignore the cable ties. And Defile Mike says, Joe loves that Jeep long time. Good sukies. Oh, man. Now we're talking demonetization. Captain Cat says, Schronmore, yes, it was suicide. And he's smiling, disregarding the comment, where is the son of a bitch? Lol. Schronmore says, Vile Mike, he loves the homie. Vile Mike, he loves the homie. Oh, he loves the horny. Epic Beard says, why was the glove compartment closed? What you were hiding? I don't know. It locked. It was an old Jeep. It just got stuck closed. Wesley Crusher says, I'm just saying, dead body and hole in the ground makes me wonder. Vile Mike says, okay, back to work. Take care, Vile. Captain Cat says, later, Vile. Stromore says, Wesley puts the cable ties. Nah, nothing suspicious here. Epic Beard says, running booze equals criminal. And Captain Cat says, Bird of Prey 5 was a drunk. I was not a drunk. I'm sure I've drank less in my life than 99% of people my age, besides devout Mormons. Mystique LeBeau is laughing, as is Captain Cat. And John Araki says, Bird is a bootlegger. Well, I didn't say I wasn't a bootlegger. I just said that I'm not a drunk. John Araki says, Rum Runner. And the Epic Beard says, yep, that's what I heard. Yeah, a couple good old boys who never meaning no harm. Right? Been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law would allow. See, Dukes of Hazzard should have had a Jeep. Daisy had the Jeep, right? Daisy had the Jeep. The Duke boys, they should have had a Jeep too. Not a Wrangler, but or she had a CJ. But they should have had like a Wagoneer. That would have been awesome. Yeah, Captain Cat says, Bird, Duke cousin of Days Dukes of Hazzard. Thomas Potts says, please check Discord. Please check Discord. Well, Thomas, you asked nicely. Do I have to open it? I do. I have to open Discord. Let's see. Do. What do we got here? Thomas Potts. What the hell is that, Thomas? What? Thomas. So, well, this is exclusive footage. I'm torn here. Thomas, are you on Discord? Okay. Okay, I'll show it. I will show it. I did say people could edit the photo if they were so inclined. And Thomas is a subscriber. So here goes. So this was a picture, an exclusive photo I'd put up on, it's been edited. An exclusive photo I put up on Subscribestar for Subscribestar subscribers with a short background about when I met President Bill Clinton. And you can see Thomas has photoshopped Joe Biden's head down at the waist level of both me and Bill Clinton into this photo for Thomas only knows reasons. But yes, there you go. From your courtesy of Thomas Potts. Okay. Epic Beard says fourth cousin to Uncle Jesse. That would be cool. Mystique LeBeau says Bird, sidekick of Cooter. Cooter was cool. Captain Cat says watch the cheapest made fan films before I watch STD. Lol. Yeah, you should. Epic Beard says that Jeep love makes sense now. Cousin with Daisy. Yeah. Always liked Daisy and her Jeep. John DeMarco says essential episode is one threshold. Discovery will make it look like a masterpiece. Captain Cat says incest is the... No, what? Why? Mystique LeBeau says I couldn't get past the mid-first season. Epic Beard is lolling. Thomas Potts is watching Voyager. Prophecy, one make on sense. Watching Voyager Prophecy 1 make on sense? Well, reading that doesn't make any sense. Dongo says, hey guys, what black hole besides bird? What's that black hole besides bird? This is my microphone. That's my microphone. Shromore says, if you have never seen Star Trek before and you watch STD, don't worry. After watching STD, you still won't have seen Star Trek. Very, very true. Life with Matthew says, I've forgotten that mud plot point. It was one of the last episodes I watched of STD. You don't have to put the colon in Life with Matthew. It's not necessary. Mystique LeBeau says, Shromore, very true. Life with Matthew says, e.g., they probably don't love Star Trek. I bet it's just a random guy trying to get a paycheck who did a quick Google search. Well, if the name is to be believed, it's a woman, but same difference. Dongo says, what's that black hole and why they're black? John DeMarco says, Yesteryear was the supposed canon animated episode. Thank you, John DeMarco. Mystique LeBeau says, yes, they Googled the show. John DeMarco says, looking at the bright side, no mention of Burnham in Sarek may hopefully mean that she gets erased from the timeline. The Epic Beard says, what are Klingons? Are those circling around Uranus? I know you didn't want me to say Uranus. Dago says, Epic Beard, good ones. Thomas Potts says, FYI, the Klingon Chancellor became in the undiscovered country was a woman. You're right. The daughter of the Chancellor became the Chancellor. Which only proves that at some point Klingons kicked women out of the High Council. Bear, Nerd Fun says, I just watched that episode the other day, Deep Space Nine. Captain Cat says, Trey, the black hole is a close-up of his urine. That is not what it is. Dongo's lolling. Dongo, I thought you left. Thomas Potts says, thank God they changed the name to... They changed the name of Uranus in the future. Epic Beer says, what about Next Gen Q episode where Q deletes STD from existence? What about that episode? Captain Cat says, Section 31 isn't the CIA. It's more like the IMF from Mission Impossible, a group that doesn't exist. Well, in Deep Space Nine, yes. In Discovery, no. Captain Cat says, Section 31... I just read it. Epic Beard says, FYI, it happens 1 second before Q meets Picard for the first time. Mystique LeBeau says, great episode. Dongo says, is Star Wars the same thing as Star Trek? That's a good question. Shomore says, with one voice, the Klingon warriors stood up and yelled at the female politicians with one mighty voice, make me a sandwich. A Targ sandwich. No, they don't eat Targ. Targs are their pets. Although they do eat Targ sometimes. A Gok sandwich. And make it fresh. Captain Cat says, Dongo, no, they are completely different. I didn't think it was a serious question. But that would be a good idea, though, Dongo says. Captain Cat is lolling. Dongo is lolling. I don't know what's so funny. Rambling Canuck says, glad you did this one and not me. Captain Cat says, yeah, fans have been watching that for years, bro. Dongo says, don't bring Sassy into this. Captain Cat is smiling. Epic Beer says, I look like Sassy. I did not say I look like Sassy. Captain Cat says, yep, he does. Dongo saying, yep, that would be a great idea. Star Wars run into Star Trek ships. The Epic Beard says, Uncle is about to call Bird's blood pressure again. Uncle Buddy's going to call about my blood pressure again. Captain Cat says, it could be Trey. Peggy Simon says, puppy toes. Yes, she's got puppy toes. 5 puppy toes. That's what I got. Dongo says how. Captain Cat says Mickey Mouse. Dongo says I'm Donald Duck. I used to be able to do a Donald Duck voice. No, I guess not so much these days. Yeah. Life with Matthew says, gotta run. Hopefully see y'all on the Anti-Trekker stream later on. Take care, Life with Matthew. Captain Cat says, well, Trey, the main problem with crossovers is we end up with like X-Men versus Star Trek. And Captain Cat says, Life with Matthew later. And Dongo is ha-haing. Joseph Patrick had put in his €2 super chat. Thank you again, Joseph. Is it only me, or does Joe not like disco much? Captain Cat is ha-haing. Josh Reed says, why do we do this to you? Is because it's funny when an old retired TOS Klingon gets mad. Old? Shromor says, Berto Prey, don't be too harsh on the writer. Severe drug and alcohol abuse can be a terrible thing. Yeah. Captain Cat says, Joseph, go to his Discord and post STD pictures. The more pictures he has, the better he feels. No STD picture. Unless it's that like hour loop I did of Michael Burnham being killed. Multi-Gunman says, so I start the stream and the first thing I hear is Bird yelling, I gotta get the gun, I gotta get the gun, I've got no other choice. Lol, I thought, what the f did I do? Lol. Welcome, Multi-Gunman, I'm doing good. How are you? Captain Cat says he's still bragging about killing Anti-Trek. Oh, that's gonna be like my Al Bundy with 4 touchdowns in a single game. Wesley says, haha, this again. I gotta give the people what they want, Wesley. The Epic Beard says only 3 hours behind, chat. Captain Cat says, nah, Wes, he looked at some articles. The Epic Beard says, happy Tuesday, cause it will take Bird till Tuesday to get to his point in chat. Not quite. Dr. Alex is in the house. And he said, hi, what did I miss? A great deal, I imagine. Wesley says, happy next, because it will take that long to get to this comment next week. Dongo is saying, this will be my next video should Star Wars go into Star Trek. Well, that's not going to happen. The Epic Beard says, happy 4th of July then, Wesley. Cinnabun Bunny says, have a good night, everyone. Good night, Cinnabun. Keep up work on that beautiful, beautiful base. One day I'll get to see it. Hopefully as a friend and not as an adversary. Dongo saying good night to the bunny. And Thomas Potts is Creepy Joe saying hello. Epic Beard says I could do with lots with that photo. Thomas is the Epic Beard. I wanted to show Biden holding his shoulders, but I'm not good at that. Wesley Crusher says, Bird of Prey, okay, I'm back to work. By the time you read this, I might be going home. Just kidding. It's very possible. Joseph says, is somebody here who does not hate disco besides me? I'm not saying you have to love it, just not hate it. Well, I mean, I watch it, but I watch it to hate it. But I every time I hope I don't. It's not that I go in wanting to hate it. Dongo says I did left. Zethon is back and says internet is acting up again, but Joe's channel loads without a problem. Something is amiss. And it's almost like somehow I figured out I'd become the only channel viewable on YouTube and have 100% of the YouTube audience. That will grow the channel. And then YouTube can take me down because they have nobody left. Hector says, I'm back home, sweet casa. Mi casa es su casa, Hector. Hector says, I heard that imitation like 3 times already when you forgot to mute the mic. What? Imitation. Forgot to mute the mic. Thomas Potts says, when I was young, I would have the Federation and rebel scum fight a war against the Empire and Romulan alliance. Hector says, Romulan, are they British Romulans? Drucifer is in the house, says, evening everyone, evening Drucifer. Hector says the widget broke again. It's very possible. It's very possible. Let's see. Let's see. We can force it. Can we force it back? There we go. Widget is back. I think I have to upgrade the widget. Maybe that's what it is. Drucifer says, Polkai rules. Shromore says, old. Bert and I are the same age. Old, how dare you, indeed. Hector says he doesn't have a wrinkle in him. Dr. Alex says, wow, that's some chat lag. Well, that's a bird stream. You come for me, you stay for the chat lag. Hector says, yup. Dongo says, bird, how about this is why Star Trek, how about this? Why did Star Trek start a TV series? Because Gene Roddenberry wanted to make a TV series. Schroenmore says, Dr. Alex, the chat lag is better now than other nights. Worth it hearing Joe read that STD article. Tiki of Doom says, I like disco music. The Epic Beard says, disco music is okay. Disco Very is not okay. Oh, Disco Very, Discovery. I got it. Is not okay. Joseph says, as usual, falling asleep to Joe's soothing voice. We'll listen, however, as long as I can. Qapla chat, Birdo Pray 5, and ladies of the house. Qapla. Joseph, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Count targs. 1 targ. 2 targs. 3 targs. You are asleep. Sweet dreams, Joseph. Dream of Burnham, says Hector. Captain Cat says, Joseph, yes, sir. His monotone voice will put Michael Burnham to sleep. Monotone. Zethon says, Joe almost said, I like STDs. Yeah, almost. Dongo says, should I make a video about Star Trek, guys? Only if you know what Star Trek is. Don't make a video about something you don't know about. John Street says, we come for Sassy, the new leader of Kuroga, but stay for torturing Bird, with him trying to catch up in the chat. Well, thank you, Josh Street. Are you preparing a new review, Joe? Says Hector. Not really. No, there's no new reviews in the... There's a couple of videos I would like to do soon, but not a review. If I find something to review, then I will review it. Yeah, Black Mirror. I don't know. Nobody seemed to care. But I could still review. There's 2 episodes left of Black Mirror. Zethon says, Alexa, what STDs do I have? Thankfully, she didn't answer. Epic Beard says, anyone has pictures of Tilly shaking Bird's hand with Clinton? Verse Clinton. Thomas Potts says, did you hear the dog bounty hunter's wife Beth is in a medically induced coma? I did not, but I am sorry to hear that as someone who was in a medically induced coma. Well, the coma part wasn't too bad. It was everything after it that was bad. Hopefully she does better. Dongo says about Star Wars. Do a video about what you know, Dongo. If it's Star Trek, fine. If it's Star Wars, fine. If it's video games, fine. But you know what you know. Captain Cat says, Dongo, Yog, yes, Traggies will eat you up if you mess up, but you will get it right. They will tell you. Thomas says he's going to review. I'm not going to review Euphoria on HBO. Tiki of Doom says, Bird, you should rip into the Marvel movies. People will get butthurt and watch. And Actor says the one with the teens. And Thomas says yes. Oh. Well, Sassy is telling me it's time. It's time to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Tomorrow I will try to do City Skylines. And then, of course, Wednesday we've got Deep Space Nine to review. And we'll go on from there. And I think that's about it. And yes, check out Anti-Tricker's stream. Tonight, Dongo said he was going live at 8 Eastern. So, there we go. Dongo says, I just need a video idea. Well, pick your favorite thing in the world and do a video on it. I mean, if I'm the favorite thing in the world, then you can do a video on me. But I probably not. I might be second. Epic Beard says HBO shows equal high blood pressure. Rambling Canuck says have a great one all. John DeMargo says catch you all later. Tiki of Doom says HBO shows must have one nude scene. They have a lot more than one these days. Thomas Boss says Sassy said you love that new HBO show. Then Sassy is giving you misinformation. Hector says bye Pajecos. Tiki of Doom says later guys, and Sean Moore says thanks Bird of Prey, always a pleasure and great fun in your live streams. Thank you so more, Sean Moore. Thank you. Actor bye Sassy, eater of cushions, chaser of cookies, the filer of squirrels or something like that. Indeed. Dongo says later. Qapla, family o' praises John Araki. Take care nerd says Epic Beard. Thomas Pot says, did John Adams have a nude scene? And Joe Kill Anti-Tracker says Dongo. On that note, good night. Goodbye, Dr. Alex. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdOPrey5.com, the new home of everything Bird O' Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdOPrey5 or on BirdOPrey5.com. Take care. Qapla, Qapla.